celestial. Never come down to terrestrial. When we speak, every decibel is making me feel some sublime. Vulnerable, but invisible. Elusive, so irrational. Spontaneous, but intentional. You're making me feel so sublime. They say the brightest stars are the ones that burn out first. And I was quick to give my heart. Turns out that you kept yours. And you told me that you love me, told me that you need it. Didn't see it coming, sorry I believed it. I was writing every life you sold. And even though I lost it, never really had it. I was your secret, hiding in the attic. The only one you never told. I need a witness, someone to write it down. All this truth I found, it wasn't better try. Begging for forgiveness, it's a hopeless cause. You played your cards, don't wanna watch you cry. Whoa, 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 whoa. You know how the story goes. In the end, the walk is fed. You need a miracle after everything you said. And you told me that you love me, told me that you need it. Didn't see it coming, sorry I believed it. I was writing every life you sold. And even though I lost it, never really had it. I was your secret, hiding in the attic. The only one you never told. I need a witness, someone to write it down. All this truth I found, you wasn't better try. Begging for forgiveness, it's a hopeless cause. You played your cards, don't wanna watch you cry. Whoa, 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 whoa. Take your breath, I'm listening. There's nothing left but you saying. So take your breath, I'm listening. It all. I need a witness, someone to write it down. This truth I found was a bitter try. Begging for forgiveness, it's a hopeless cause. You've played your cards, don't wanna watch you cry. Witness, someone to write it down. All this truth I found, it was a bitter try. Begging for forgiveness, it's a hopeless cause. You played your cards, don't wanna watch you cry. Need a witness, someone to write it down. All this truth I found, it was a bitter try. Begging for forgiveness, it's a hopeless cause. You played your cards. Christ alone, my hope is found. He is my light, my strength, my song. This cornerstone, this solid ground, firm through the fiercest drought and storm. What heights of love, what depths of peace, when fears are still, when striving cease. My comforter, my all in all, here in the love of Christ I stay. There in the ground his body lay, light of the world by darkness slain, then bursting forth in glorious day, up from the grave he rose again. And as he stands in victory, since curse has lost its grip on me, for I am his and he is mine, bought with the precious blood of Christ. No guilt in life, no fear in death. This is the power of Christ in me. From life's first cry to final breath, Jesus commands my destiny. No power of hell, no scheme of man can ever pluck me from his hand, till he returns or calls me home. Here in the power of Christ I stand. Oh. Till he returns or calls me home. Here in the power of Christ I stand.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Concert for a Cause, presented by the Christina Grimmie Foundation. Please welcome our dear friend and host for this evening, Hunter March.
Welcome, everyone, to our inaugural Concert for a Cause. It is my honor to be your host for this evening. We want to thank you for joining us. The Christina Grimmie Foundation was created to help people who have lost loved ones due to gun violence. Oftentimes, family members are left feeling powerless, alone, and overwhelmed. The Christina Grimmie Foundation assists these struggling families and empowers them by providing financial support. Tonight, we are here to celebrate what the foundation has done, to hear some wonderful stories of hope, and to raise funds to assist the foundation with new grants so that it can continue to impact the lives of people everywhere. This evening will be filled with performances from some of the most talented artists in the industry, each with their own individual connection to Christina Grimmie. We will have the opportunity to hear from those who have experienced tragedy of losing a loved one to gun violence, as well as from those who work on the front lines to support and assist those families. And we'll be joined by Bud and Marcus Grimmie, Christina's father and brother, live here in Los Angeles. For me, I began as a fan of Christina's, watching her sing videos regularly. Then I became a peer when I got the opportunity to work with her on a show. And as time went on, I was lucky enough to call her a friend. Due to the current state of the world, all of tonight's performances are pre-recorded specifically for tonight's event. We feel it is important to mention that all the artists have donated their talents to this concert, and for that, we are so very grateful. It has allowed us to offer this virtual event for you for free. Throughout this evening, we will be asking for donations. All of the money raised will go directly to helping families affected by gun violence. One of the great aspects of hosting a virtual concert is that you get to share with one another live in live chats, no matter where you are located in the world. We have a few foundation team members online as well to answer any questions that you might have this evening, so make sure to join us. Sit back, relax, and get ready for a music-filled evening. To start us off tonight, I'd like to introduce you to two men that most of you probably already know, Christina's father and brother, Bud and Marcus Grimmie.
Thank you, Hunter, and thank you for always supporting the foundation and for everything you do. We really appreciate you. We are coming up on the 5-year mark of having Christina taken from us. When that happened, so many people stepped up to be there for me and my family. They helped us in every way you can imagine, and we will be forever grateful. We had so much support, but we realized there must be many families out there struggling to navigate their lives like us, and we wondered how many of them were being helped, if at all. That is how the foundation was started. There are devastating effects as a result of gun violence, and it can truly destroy a family. Fortunately, there are frontline workers who assist day in and day out with families who are working through the tragedy of gun violence. These advocates are incredible people, but they are limited in how they can help. That's where the Christina Grimmie Foundation comes in. We work with these amazing people to find the families that need our help the most. Our Green Heart grants are non-restricted, and we are able to get the funds to those in need very quickly.
Green Hearts, that's the term we came up with to describe those where we are able to help. Green was Christina's favorite color, and we've incorporated that into the foundation. Our goal this evening is to offer hope and inspiration for those who may be affected.
Tonight, we want to shine the light on the need that still exists. As much as this concert is about the legacy of my sister, we want people to know there's a place to turn for support. I want to personally thank all of you for joining us and for supporting this foundation for the last few years.
Thank you, Marcus. Thank you, Bud. Remember, you can donate at any time by texting CGF Concert to 44321 or by visiting our concert site at cgfconcertforacause.org. So without further ado, let's get started. Our first performance tonight is the band The Similar, which features Christina's brother Marcus, as well as her dear friend and former band member, Jonathan LaMarche. The song they are performing was written by Marcus and Jonathan about Christina, and is called Beautiful Girl.
What a shame that love is never quite the same after we die. Am I a fool lost yourselves a beautiful girl today. A beautiful girl today. Try to fake that life's the same, 'cause when I look into your eyes, you will say in every way that this will heal over time. But I can't find my way to you, and I don't know what to do. Did you know, cruel world, you lost yourselves a beautiful girl today? Did you know, cruel world, today awake to colors fade to gray? And I'm alone here watching, waiting. I'm so lost and confused, 'cause the world goes on the same. Did you know, cruel world, you lost yourselves a beautiful girl today? A beautiful girl today. And there's nothing I can do. Did you know, cruel world, you lost yourselves a beautiful girl today? Did you know, cruel world, today awake to colors fade to gray? And times are fading, I've been waiting. I have come to a light and a clarity to say, did you know, the memories here to stay, to stay, to stay. A beautiful girl today, today, today. Whoa.
Many people know that Christina gained her popularity on YouTube, eventually becoming one of the most sought-after female artists on the platform. During this time, Marcus noticed another chart-topping female artist. He reached out to her, and as fate would have it, she was headed to the East Coast to film her own video. They arranged to meet, with her family coming to the Grimmies' home in New Jersey. Needless to say, Tiffany Alvord and Christina instantly hit it off, working together that very evening. They created their own version of Tayo Cruz's Break Your Heart, which can still be seen on YouTube, and there's even a few bloopers to check out. In the meantime, though, we are thrilled to share with you a special performance from Tiffany Alvord.
I have never felt more empathy towards people who have lost loved ones, especially after this last year, because I lost my dad and it's been the hardest thing ever. But through it, I have found so much strength in knowing others have been going through the same thing and knowing that there's so many people there for me. And so this song is super special. It's called When the Hard Times Come. And it's a dedication to my dad, but also a reminder that no matter what hard times come in our life, it's the good times that get us through those hard times. So here's to more good times, and stay strong. Family of four, I was the oldest. Through my parents' divorce, things fell to my shoulders. I held it in 'cause I was just 13. Got wounds on my heart and they follow me when the hard times come, and you know they will. I go back to the times I once knew, like when my father was with me staring out at the sea. My heart was full of wonder as he looked down at me. There were no worries or heartaches, 'cause life was a dream. The things you take for granted when you're 3. At just 22, I built a business, barely above water, but nobody knows this. And marriage got harder when we had 7 kids. And by 35, I was living on autopilot. When the hard times come, and you know they will, I go back to the times I once knew. Like when I'd wrestle my sweet boys and it'd make them laugh, the way they looked up to me, 'cause I was the dad, I was the hero, the still man. Oh, how the time flew, the things I wish I knew at 42. I got the diagnosis, only 1 month to live. It really snuck up on us quick. I thought I had more time left, but I don't choose what I get, and I have made my peace with this. And when the hard times come, and they surely have, I had a good life looking back. Like when my family was sitting around my bed, my wife of 39 years, she never left. Like when they told me I did it, that I fought to the end, I slowly slipped away as I had my last breath. But now I'm free, don't worry about me. The things I wish that you could see. At 63, at 63, the things you take for granted when you're 3.
Our first partnership for the Christina Grimmie Foundation was with the Ventura County District Attorney's Office. Because of this relationship, we learned so much about the process of victims advocacy. They reached out to us when they have a family in need and they have assisted us in reaching other areas of the country that need our help. Through them, we met Jovan Thomas, a victims advocate for the San Francisco District Attorney's Office. Here's Jovan sharing a bit about his work as a victims advocate.
Hi, my name is Jovan Thomas. I am a victim witness advocate with the San Francisco District Attorney's Office. I work with the Victim Services Division. In my role, I work with victims of crime to help connect them with resources and provide referrals to help them start to heal from the crime they've experienced. We work with victims of cases that are charged as well as cases that are uncharged, helping them apply for victim compensation, explaining the criminal justice system, and connecting them with other community resources. We support victims throughout the criminal process, from the time right after the crime happens, throughout the criminal process, and we are here for victims months or even years after the crime is committed. An example of how the Grimmie Foundation helped one of my clients. I have a family of 6. The mother had just given birth to a newborn daughter. The father got up in the middle of the night to travel to the drugstore, as he often does, to buy diapers. On his way to the drugstore, he was shot and killed. After working with the family and signing them up for the California Victim Compensation Program, there were some costs that was not covered. I called the Grimmie Foundation. They were able to help them. They put the family in a hotel for over a month. They provided food and assistance. They were able to get to know the mom and the children on a personal level. The Grimmie Foundation is a great organization. All I have to do is call, and they're there for me.
Thank you, Jovan. We hope you're enjoying your night so far because we have so much incredible stuff to come. Don't forget that you can help us make a difference in people's lives by texting CGF Concert to 44321 or by visiting cgfconcertforacause.org. Do it. Even if you're not one of his 2 million YouTube followers, you're sure to recognize this next artist from YouTube as well. He caught up with Christina while she was on tour in 2011 and created a video with her that now has over 7 million views. That video caught the attention of Ellen DeGeneres, who invited the duo onto her show. Performing You Belong With Me for the first time, please welcome Tyler Ward.
Christina and I used to both listen to Taylor Swift. I had much more of a love for Taylor. And Christina, I don't know how she'd feel about this moment that's about to happen, but I figured, why not perform it for the first time? Wrote a song called You Belong With Me. It's not a cover, but I figured I'd play it here because I'm just really grateful to be here and might as well have a good time while we're enjoying this amazing event. So thankful to be on the live stream, and hopefully this all works out. Me and you, no conversation. I'm gonna start right. Keep going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Here we go. Me and you, no conversations. Hiding underneath the bleachers, had no clue, no time for waiting. Didn't need to say I need you, cause your eyes said it all. And we were learning how to fall. And I was hanging on to every breath you were taking. Getting caught up in the summer, dumb enough to say without hesitating that we'll never love another, best night there's ever been. Cause you and I were living in that young love, that good stuff, can't get enough. Makes you wanna put your hair up and mess up that makeup. Play your favorite record. Remember when Taylor was singing us to sleep? Cause I always believe that you belong with me. You belong with me. Guitar solo. I wish life was full of those kind of moments, but you only get a couple, gotta go all in, close your eyes and own it. We didn't worry about the trouble that we were getting, cause it was worth it in the end. For that young love, that good stuff, can't get enough. Makes you wanna put your hair up and mess up that makeup. Play your favorite record. Remember when Taylor was singing us to sleep? Cause I'll always believe that you belong with me. You belong with me. And this is actually where the guitar solo goes. Down, down, down. The past ain't in the past. It's living in that track. Oh, that young love, that good stuff. Put your hair up, mess up your makeup. That young love, that good stuff, can't get enough. Makes you wanna put your hair up and mess up that makeup. Play your favorite record. Remember when Taylor was singing us to sleep? Cause I'll always believe that you belong with me. You belong with me. Thank you.
thank you, Tyler, for being part of this virtual concert and debuting your new song with us.
Hey guys, I've actually been meaning to ask you, where can I get one of those shirts?
Oh, this? Oh, you want one?
I would love one, yeah.
Oh, I think I can hook you up. Oh, look at this fold job, too. Look at this. They are available on our concert site today, helping us raise funds for Green Hearts. So here you go, bud.
I will go and donate for this free shirt. Thank you so much.
No problem, Hunter.
One of the greatest gifts that we've been given because of the foundation is the amazing people that we've met, from our donors to the victims' advocates to our Green Hearts.
All of our Green Hearts have such resilience and drive, but sometimes they just need a little help. And while it may seem like something small to many, it could be the one thing that's keeping them up at night.
All of our Green Hearts are special to us. We are honored to be able to help them. And we're even more honored when they become our friend as well.
We'd love you to hear from our friend Rebecca, who was one of our very first Green Hearts.
When the Christina Grimmie Foundation reached out to me, I was at a loss. The emotional trauma I've experienced has truly prevented me from moving forward with my life at that point. It literally felt like a piece of my soul died along with the love of my life. There's no amount of therapy or anyone that can ever fill that void. So when we were faced with great tragedy in our lives and was at a time of a really low point and a lot of loss and grief and just discomfort with daily life, the Christina Grimmie Foundation reached out, and when I met Bud and his son Marcus and their family, I was just so taken aback at how they took a tragedy in their lives that had only happened 6 months before mine and just turned it into a positive and really reached out to the community and all across the states, basically working with the DA's offices and whatnot to cater to families that were devastated by gun violence. The biggest thing that I took away was hope. That Bud had told me that research statistics show that when you're going through something that's just so devastating, that the one thing that gets people through it is hope. And I really clung to that and kept in communication with them and just felt this camaraderie of others that actually understand what I had gone through and what my family had been through and what we had experienced. And they really made a tremendous difference in our lives during that time and kind of helped turn a corner and really coming back to, wanting to get out in the world and work again and get the kids back into activities and that sort of thing that had been lost.
Thank you for sharing your story, Rebecca. Our next artist is one of the first vocalists that Christina met during the blind auditions on season 6 of The Voice in 2014. Both singers had all 4 celebrity judges turn their chairs. While Christina joined Team Adam, Audra McLaughlin became a member of Team Blake. They may not have been teammates, but they loved each other as friends. Since the formation of the foundation, Audra has joined us at our East Coast event to help raise funds. Please welcome Audra McLaughlin.
Hey guys, my name is Audra McLaughlin. I'm so honored to be part of this live stream for my dear friend Christina Grimmie, and so blessed that the Grimmie Foundation and the Grimmie family decided to ask me to be a part of this beautiful legacy of my dear friend Christina. So we're gonna start it off with a song called Rise Up. So here we go. You're broken down and tired, living life on a merry-go-round. You can't find the fighter. I say to you, so we can work it out. Move mountains, we can walk it out. Move mountains.
feel like dying, but I promise the world to its feet. Move mountains, oh, we can work it out. Move mountains, and I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. For you, all we need is hope. And for that we have each other. And for that we have each other. We'll rise up, rise like the day. We'll rise up, rise unafraid. I'll rise up, do it 1,000 times. For you, Thank you. Thanks, y'all. Appreciate it.
There was a shooting.
Gunman shot chilling new insight.
When news and headlines following an act of gun violence fade away, who's left?
The families. Gun violence is real. It affects more people than you would ever imagine.
Losing a family member is one of the worst things that anyone could ever go through.
This is something that's often forgotten, like what happens to the people after the incident.
Although our country struggles to agree on a long-term solution to gun violence,
We can all agree on one thing.
Any family suffering a loss as a result of gun violence needs our support.
the focus needs to shift to the human being. It seems like there's nobody really rallying around
The people who have experienced the hardship that we have.
So many families in need, and I can really empathize with that.
They need our love,
compassion,
and hope.
Their lives are never going to be the same. Ever.
But with the support of others,
They will get stronger.
we can help.
The Christina Grimmie Foundation, building a legacy of hope and inspiration.
Since its launch, the Christina Grimmie Foundation has helped 50 families and given out over $200,000. The majority of those funds have gone to help families with the cost of housing, food, and even memorial expenses. The last thing a family needs when facing such a tragedy is to worry about their bills. That's where the Christina Grimmie Foundation comes in. But 50 families is just the beginning. There are so many additional families that need our assistance, but we can't do it without your help. Please consider donating to help these incredible families. No donation is too small, but we love the big donations as well. And we thank you for whatever you can give. This next artist is also an alum of The Voice, and in fact, she finished second in season 5. In the summer of 2014, this performer hit the road with Christina and 8 other Voice alums for the first ever Voice Summer Tour. During this 27-city trip, Christina became close with Jersey native Jackie Lee, silly antics and all. We've been blessed to have Jackie join us at all of our Christina Grimmie Foundation events, and this virtual concert is no exception. Here to sing the song she wrote about Christina with Jonathan LaMarche on guitar is Jackie Lee.
see no light shine through. It's dark out here. Right now I'm needing you. Wish I could hear the words you would say to me right now. Wish I knew where you were here with me somehow. But you're somebody's angel now. Somebody's angel now. You're somebody's angel now. You're somebody's angel now. Oh, my love, nothing's been making sense. And I'd ask, why is anyone listening? Wish I could hear the words you would say to me right now. Oh, wish I knew where you were here with me somehow. Just somebody's angel now. Somebody's angel now. Somebody's angel now. Somebody's angel now. Somebody's angel. Yeah. Somebody's angel. No. Somebody's angel now. Angel now. You're somebody's angel now. Somebody's angel now. Somebody's angel now. Somebody's angel now. Somebody's angel. Somebody's angel now. Somebody's angel. Somebody's angel. Somebody's angel now. Somebody's angel now.
In the U.S., on average, there are 103 lives lost daily due to gun violence. It is believed that 99% of Americans will know a victim of gun violence in their lifetime. There's so much discussion about the politics behind gun violence and very little about how to help the families. That's where we focus our efforts.
Working around the country with victim services and their advocates, we're able to identify families in need. It's because of their expertise that we are able to quickly process unrestricted grants that can help a victim's family with housing, travel, funeral costs, or other pressing expenses.
In 2018, the city of Thousand Oaks, where we live, was rocked by a horrific act of gun violence. Inside the Borderline Bar and Grill, 12 lives were tragically cut short in one evening. During that crisis, the Christina Grimmie Foundation was able to help 10 of the 12 families who were affected, and all within the first week. None of this would have been possible without our partnership with the Ventura County DA's office. Here to share a word is the Ventura County District Attorney.
Hi, I'm Eric Nasarenko, the District Attorney of Ventura County, and I am honored to be here and join all of you in supporting the Christina Grimmie Foundation's Concert for a Cause. I'm also here to support Bud and Marcus Grimmie and the incredible work that they do in Christina and Tina's names for crime victims of gun violence. In 2017, Bud and Tina Grimmie contacted our office and courageously shared the story of the tragic loss of their beautiful, beloved, and talented daughter, Christina, and their mission to help others. Our office was inspired by the Christina Grimmie team and their sincere passion and ability to look outside of their grief to help others who have suffered from gun violence. It was crystal clear that we shared the mutual goal of providing as much assistance as we can for victims of gun violence and their families in Ventura County. In December of 2017, the Grimmies proposed a partnership to help our crime victims. Together, we established an official partnership which has provided healing and hope to many survivors in Ventura County and beyond. We developed a referral process to expedite direct services to survivors in need. An application was created to meet the needs of both of our agencies, and these applications are sent directly to the Christina Grimmie Foundation for assistance. Also, it is not uncommon for Bud or Marcus to hop in their car or catch a flight to meet with a survivor in person. On November 7th, 2018, the unimaginable happened in Ventura County. A gunman opened fire at the Borderline Bar and Grill in Thousand Oaks, California, killing 12 innocent people and causing the death of a Ventura County Sheriff's Department sergeant. The Christina Grimmie Foundation was there, boots on the ground, selflessly embracing and comforting surviving family members. Within hours, they developed an informational sheet specific to the Borderline shooting, which further expedited the application referral process in an even more sensitive and trauma-informed manner. Thank you, Bud and Marcus, and the entire Christina Grimmie Foundation team for the amazing work you continue to do.
Thank you, Eric. And thank you for Ventura County, just that whole victim services. They're absolutely amazing, and we're so thankful to be able to work with them. Earlier, we heard from Rebecca. She was also referred to us from Ventura County, and we are so proud of her and where she's at now. Since she was first introduced to us, she has established the Spencer Houses to help others who are in the midst of rebuilding their lives through recovery. Here's more of her story.
The hope that was inspired by the Christina Grimmie Foundation at that time really inspired me, and a couple of years later, I reevaluated, sort of recreated my life and my path, and got my real estate brokerage license, and with the intent of just buying a house down at the beach where my spouse and I had lived up until we purchased a home in town with our goal of getting back down to the beach and buying there. And so I got my real estate brokerage license with the hopes of doing that, and then became very active in real estate and was able to buy numerous properties during that time, and decided to take that same idea of hope and pass it on to others by founding the Spencer Houses. We do everything we can for those that live with us. We help them with child custody, with attorney, criminal issues, with whatever they have that's haunting them from their past, whatever we can do to help them get into a good direction and recreate their own path and their own life. It's like a sisterhood and a brotherhood of numerous individuals that have all come together and live amongst one another as a family, and they support one another in their sobriety and in their lives, and that's really what it's all about. So basically taking the hope that the Christina Grimmie Foundation gave to myself and my family and passing that along to others in their lives, so they don't feel that feeling of loss and hopelessness. One thing I say to everyone that comes through our doors into our Spencer Houses is that I'm not an addict and I'm not in recovery actively. However, I am recovering from the trauma I experienced in my own life, and that we're all just recovering from life. It's just one day at a time, putting our best foot forward, recreating ourselves and doing the best we can to move forward in a positive light.
Our next artist is a successful writer, producer, and singer who met Christina in the spring of 2016 while she was recording at the Henson Studio lot. During that time, the two became close and started writing and recording together. In less than 2 months, the pair recorded 3 songs. Tonight, Stephen Reza is performing his version of one of those songs, Steady Love.
Now I got you in my side, images I never seen. Technicolor real life, baby, what you do to me? What if I ever knew was life without you? And I would have nothing to lose. Where the ocean meets the sky, lay shadows on the crimson tide. I'm gonna give you steady life and love you till the storm subsides. And when the water fills your lungs and the soul begins to die, I'm gonna give you steady life. I'm gonna bring you back to life. When the ocean meets the sky, lay shadows on the crimson tide. Gonna give you steady life, love you till the storm subsides. When the water fills your lungs and your soul begins to die, gonna give you steady life. I'm gonna bring you back to life. When the water fills your lungs and your soul begins to die, gonna give you steady life. I'm gonna bring you back to life.
I'm Jennifer Hullab, and I met the Alvarado family after the concert, being we were both there. Heather Alvarado and her daughter and additional family members were down at the concert for a family outing, girls trip, basically. And concert going on, everyone having a blast, obviously. So when the shooting happened, Heather ran, and in the process, she was shot in the neck and was pronounced dead on the scene.
Losing Heather, she was the main part of the family. I mean, she held everything together. She took care of everything. She made sure everything was fine with the kids, with school, with friends, and everything else.
After a tragedy like this, grief is just so overwhelming that it's really hard to even worry about things that seem minuscule but are so important. Paying bills, eating regularly, getting sleep, things like that. And then to all of a sudden just be dropped all of that on you is a lot on top of grieving.
The Christina Grimmie Foundation helped out a great amount. They helped out financially and relieve some of the financial burden. So the fact that they've been through it as well helps a lot to relate, obviously, with the grieving, part of the burdens that are left and the uncertainty of anything.
I think healing will come for all of us. They say time heals. Time does not heal. Time just teaches you how to move forward. I know that they'll move forward and that, they're going to make it.
You can help us make a difference in people's lives, like the Alvarados, by texting CGF Concert to 44321 or by visiting the website cgfconcertforacause.org. Thanks in advance for being a part of this incredible foundation. Earlier, we were graced by the incredible voice of Tiffany Albert. And it's Tiffany we have to thank for introducing Christina to Kurt Hugo Schneider. According to Christina, Kurt is nothing short of a genius, and we have to agree. His first video production with Christina was, coincidentally, a Miley medley. As many of you know, she went on to sing Miley's Wrecking Ball as her blind audition for The Voice. The next video Kurt produced partnered Christina with beloved artist Sam Sui. Kurt's collaborations with Sam have garnered millions of views on YouTube, including when Kurt, Sam, and Christina covered Nelly's Just a Dream, which is currently the most popular video on Kurt's YouTube channel with over 197 million views to date. Both Kurt and Sam have been big supporters of the Christina Grimmie Foundation since day one. When they were approached about being a part of tonight's concert, it was an instant yes. I know you are going to enjoy this new creation of the video, Just a Dream.
Once you meet enough people telling you, like, you changed my life, and, I'm learning piano because of you, or I'm singing, that just makes you want to keep doing it and never stop doing it.
I was thinking about you, thinking about me, thinking about us, what we gonna be. Open my eyes, it was only just a dream.
Travel back down that road, will you come back? No one knows, I realize it was only just a dream.
I was at the top and now it's like I'm in the basement. #1 spot, now you found your replacement. I swear now that I can't take it, knowing somebody's got my baby. Now you ain't around, baby, I can't think. I should've put it down, should've got that ring, 'cause I can still feel it in the air. I see your pretty face, run my fingers through your hair. My lover, my life, my baby, my wife. You left me, I'm tired, 'cause I know that it just ain't right.
I was thinking about you, thinking about me, thinking about us, where we gonna be. Open my eyes, it was only just a dream. So I traveled back down that road, will you come back? No one knows, I realized it was only just a dream. I've been riding, I swear I see your face at every turn. I'm trying to get my Usher on, but I can't let it burn. And I just hope you know that you're the only one I yearn for. No one will I be missing when I learn. Didn't give it all my love, I guess now I got my payback. Now I'm in the club thinking all about your baby. Hey, you were so easy to love, but wait, I guess our love wasn't enough. I'm going through it every time that I'm alone, and now I'm wishing that you pick up the phone. Show me the decision that you wanted to move on, 'cause I was wrong.
I was thinking about you, thinking about me, thinking about us, where we gonna be. Open my eyes, it was only just a dream. So I traveled back down that road, will you come back? No one knows, I realized it was only just a dream. If you've ever loved somebody, put your hands up. If you've ever loved somebody, put your hands up. Now they're gone and you wishing you could give them everything. Oh, if you've ever loved somebody, put your hands up. Somebody put your hands up. Somebody put your hands up. Somebody put your hands up. You wishing you could give them everything.
Wow. Thank you so much, Sam and Kurt. That was incredible. Over the past few years, the Christina Grimmie Foundation has honored those who assisted us in helping others. One of our dear friends and biggest supporters is Emmy Award winner Maurice LaMarche. He's become like family to the Grimmies because of his steadfast love and support. Here's part of Maurice's comments from our last West Coast event.
On March 9th, 1987, I received the terrible, terrible news that my father had been shot and killed. And there was no Christina Grimmie Foundation or anything like it. And I descended into depression and alcoholism, drug addiction. But this man, instead of taking the path I took, decided to take his tragedy and make it a miracle of helpfulness so that anybody, anywhere, whose life is touched by gun violence, who's marred by gun violence, their hands will always be there, and my hand will be there for you.
Maurice has stood beside us through the highs and lows that a tragedy like this brings. He is such an important part of our lives and one of the many reasons that we're able to see hope in our own lives.
One thing we've learned through all this is how important hope truly is. In creating the foundation, our tagline even is building a legacy of hope and inspiration.
Marcus and I attended a conference where we heard Dr. Chan Hellman discuss the importance of hope and its role in healing. His work focuses on the science and power of hope and our ability to overcome trauma and thrive.
After hearing him speak, we read his book, Hope Rising, and it truly resonated with us. Now, keep in mind, I'm talking about the kind of hope you get when you watch someone persevere through tough times. Hope like that inspires us. We invited him to share with us tonight.
Hello, my name is Chan Hellman, and I'm a professor at the University of Oklahoma and director of the Hope Research Center. It is an honor to be able to speak with you today. Did you know that there's a science around this idea of hope? I've spent the last 12 years trying to understand the science and power of hope. And this robust body of research demonstrates very consistently that hope is one of the single best predictors of well-being for both children, adults, and families. Hope is the expectation that the future will be better than today and that you have the power to make it so. Hope is based upon three simple ideas: goals, pathways, and willpower. The goals that you set become the cornerstone of your ability to nurture hope. Whether in the short term or the long term, we are pursuing goals in our lives. The question becomes whether or not you have the ability to identify the pathways or the strategies that you're going to use to pursue those goals. And then finally, the willpower is the mental energy or the motivation that we have to pursue those pathways, especially in the presence of adversity. Hope is different than wishing. When we have a wish, we have a desire for an outcome, but we have no strategies by which to pursue it. Hope is about taking action to pursue that future. Our work at the University of Oklahoma has been focused on three primary areas. What are the outcomes of hope? What we know is that hope leads to well-being, to happiness, to positive social relationships. We're also interested in how the experience of trauma and adversity rob us of our ability for hope. And then finally, what are the simple strategies that each of us can use to restore and nurture that hope? I want to share two important ideas about nurturing hope. The first is that hope begets hope. What this means is that when we begin to set those goals for our future, and we begin to take those first few steps to pursue those goals and begin to experience success, it demonstrates for us that the future is in fact possible. It is very important to be able to set short-term goals and identify those first steps necessary to pursue those goals. Hope begets hope. One of the most important aspects in our ability to nurture and restore hope when we've experienced trauma and adversity in our lives is to remember that hope is a social gift. Our ability to be connected to others or to something greater than ourselves is a key element in your ability to nurture and restore hope. Thank you very much for allowing me to spend a little bit of time talking about the science and power of hope. I want to express my gratitude to the Christina Grimmie Foundation for participating in the Concert for a Cause, supporting families impacted by gun violence.
We are asking you tonight to help us offer to a family in need. You can donate by texting CGF Concert to 44321 or by visiting our concert site at cgfconcertforacause.org.
We are so honored to have our next artist. In 2016, she invited Christina to tour with her during her Wildfire tour. Visiting over 25 cities, Christina opened for Rachel Platten and even celebrated her own birthday on stage with Rachel and her band, as well as the crowd singing happy birthday. Rachel has her own story to share about Christina. Let's hear from Rachel.
Hi, you guys. It's Rachel Platten. I'm so honored to get to perform in honor of Christina. And she, like all of us know, was the most full of life, special, vibrant little soul. I remember one time when we were on tour together, she asked me, we went out to breakfast because she wanted advice. And she was just like so kind and loving. And she asked me at the breakfast, how do you inspire? How do you inspire lots of people? What do I do? And it struck me so truthfully that like, oh, this woman doesn't know that she already does that. She does inspire people. I've watched her do it in front of thousands of people every night. Who she is in this world is an inspiration. And I think that mix of humility and also curiosity and openness and like eagerness to grow was such a beautiful quality. And I miss her. I know we all do. So I'm going to play a new song that I just wrote, actually. And it feels fitting for right now. It's a phrase that my dad used to say when I would go through hard times. And it's stuck with me and comforted me all these years. So, God, this is embarrassing. I'm crying on a Saturday night. I can't believe I'm back here. 2 days ago, my world was alright. This will has been forever. Does it feel like someone's stretching out time? Ooh. My head is such a mess right now. I feel like I'm losing my mind. There's just so much that I don't know right now. But I know the stars will come and go. And though I feel alone, this too shall pass. I know there are no highs without the lows. And though my heart feels broken, this too shall pass. I know I shouldn't doubt myself. I'm better than I feel right now. But my fear is like a river, and honestly I'm scared that I'll drown. I'm sick of all this crying. Isn't there a time when my tears run out? Ooh. My friends think I'm courageous, but that's crazy, cause I'm so full of doubt. There's just so much that I don't know right now. But I know the stars will come and go. And though I feel alone, this too shall pass. I know there are no highs without the lows. And though my heart feels broken, this too shall pass. I know, so come on and deliver me.
What a powerful story and a very powerful song. Thank you so much, Rachel. And thank you for the support and donations that continue to roll in. So far, because of your donations, we've raised almost $13,000. And remember, you can keep donating and continue supporting us even after we're done here tonight. All right. This next artist met Christina at the 2015 iHeartRadio Music Award Festival in Las Vegas. Someone set them up to meet since they had so many mutual friends. Tori Kelly and Christina hit it off immediately, and we know they would have been incredible friends. Enjoy this performance of Until I Think of You by two-time Grammy winner Tori Kelly.
Some days I wake up wishing I hadn't. Just leaving the house is hard to do. Clouds make the sunshine hard to imagine. When you feel you're only bound to lose. Some nights I can't sleep. I'm trapped in these sheets. It hurts no matter what I do. I'm lost and all alone until I think of you. When I'm sinking deeper, soaked in a sadness. When emptiness is hard to hide. Each step I take brings me closer to madness. But they all think I'm doing fine. I can't find my way. I need saving grace. It hurts no matter what I do. I'm lost without a hope until I think of you. Broken and confused, nothing left to lose. Oh, I just feel like there's no use. I'm sure it's over now until I think of you.
Wow, what an incredible evening. Thank you all for joining us tonight. It was incredible. Kurt Schneider has pulled together something very special, a remarkably special video featuring many of this evening's artists performing some of Christina's songs. We know you will all enjoy it as much as we do.
There's 1,000 things you think you don't deserve. All hope is lost when you spend it all and just can't beat the odds. But you don't curse God.
Call me now, come on out and find me. I've been waiting
But
my
you don't curse God.
Pressure's on, now your heart is beating to the sound of my name, and I say, find me.
Tell me why are these roads keep leading on, leading you right back to me.
I was thinking about you, you thinking about me, thinking about us, what we gon' be. Open my eyes, it was only just a dream. So I travel back down that road. Will she come back? No one knows. I realize. Stay with me, 'cause without you here I disappear to infinity. Stay with me.
Don't let go of good times and let the bad ones know you feel fine. Wear your heart out on your sleeve. Love is all you need.
Feel it all your senses. Make sure to lay down your defenses. Just one way to make you see. Love is all. 'Cause every time I'm slipping away from myself, you're the one that moves me like nobody else.
I came in like a wrecking ball. I never hit so hard in love. All I wanted was to break your walls. All you ever did was wreck me.
When I'm down and I'm done,
And I'm done.
and I'm coming unplugged. When I'm ready to fall, the one always holding me up with love.
Thank you to all the artists who performed tonight. We are so very grateful for all the hoops you jumped through to make this possible. Thank you to Kurt Hugo Schneider for the amazing videos you created tonight. And thank you to the Foundation's Green Hearts, Maurice LaMarche, Dr. Chan Hellman, the Ventura County DA's office, and the San Francisco DA's office. And a huge thanks to all of you for joining us. Even though our night is coming to an end, you can continue to donate and support. Every donation will go to help a family. To keep up to date about the Foundation, please follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Christina Grimmie Foundation, or visit our website, ChristinaGrimmieFoundation.org. On behalf of myself, Bud, Marcus, and the Christina Grimmie Foundation, and all the families that we've been able to support, thank you and good night.